Hello everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Subnautica. So in the last episode we did the remaining life pods of the game, and in doing so we got also the last the data boxes too, or not data boxes, PDAs rather, and a couple data boxes too. We got the remaining PDAs from the Aurora LifePod crew. In this episode, I don't know why I'm going to the scanner room. So in this episode, I said in the last episode we were probably going to build the Cyclops and the Prawn Suit and then have a lore dump. I think we'll still do the lore dump in this episode, but I wanted to show off, I want to do something at least a little bit fun, and I actually need one more Cyclops hull fragment. Anyway, so I know where we can get that. It's a place we haven't been to. There's actually two... Well, okay, so there's more... How do I'm trying to think of the least spoilery way to phrase this. There are three places that we haven't been to yet that we have access to right now. That's not going to be all the biomes of the game, but there's three that we can definitely check out in this episode. One of them is the dunes, which I mentioned briefly, and I think we dipped our proverbial toe into in a past episode. But we're gonna go ahead and check that one out. Basically, now that we have the sonar, we can go ahead and look at it a little bit more in depth, so we can dodge all the Reapers that are there. There is actually another biome we're going to check out that we haven't seen at all, that I want to check out a bit more in depth. I think we're heading towards it right now. Let me go ahead and check out... Okay, that's the plateau. Basically, to get to this... What's a bone shark doing out here? That's weird. Unless this is... Crag Field? Is this really the Crag Field? That's weird. No, that's Grand Reef. Okay, so we're actually pretty close to where I'm thinking of going, rather. Basically, we want to find the floating island and more or less head directly west of it. Although, even if we don't find the floating island, we should be able to get to it. The biome, I mean. Okay, there's the floating island over there. We should be able to get to it pretty easily from here. But basically, yeah, if you just head west of the floating island, that's the best way I know of to get there. So let's see, this is the Grand Reef here, and the Sparse Reef is right next to us here. And I think this is the Sparse Reef music that's playing. And don't worry about the one we're going to. Ooh, I think that's actually it down here, because I thought I saw... maybe I didn't. Okay, here's the island. Yeah, did I see something there? Hang on, I want to go check this out. Doesn't that look like something right there? The biome we're going to is actually a pretty safe one, so no need to worry there too much. Oh, I think this is a wreck. But is this one I've checked out already? That's the question. So I don't know if we're in the new biome or if we're in the Sparse Reef right now. I think we're in the Sparse Reef. Yeah, I think we've already been here, so I'm actually not going to really bother with that. Okay, I did lose track of the island. I think it's... Okay, it's right up there, so we're going to want to head this general direction. Ooh, that's a wreck I'm very sure we haven't seen yet, and we are going to want to check it out. The name of the biome that we're actually heading to is the Sea Treader's Path. And it is called such because... Do you remember in the Grand Reef episode when we saw those big crabs? There's a lot of those in this particular biome. Oh geez, hence why it's called the Sea Treader's Path. Alright, we're going to want to get off the ground there. And I think this might be the wreck that we're looking for. Well, we definitely haven't been to this one because I see a data box here. Although it's probably going to be something... Oh, okay, cool. I was going to say it's probably something we have already, but it actually wasn't. Okay, and I don't remember if there are bone sharks here or not.
Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge bottom-dwelling life form.
Okay, that's a bridge fragment. That's a... Ooh, you know what? I want this, so I'm gonna take it. Although I don't really ever use this particular extension of the Prawn Suit, we'll go ahead and get it anyway. Let's prepare our ship while we're at it, or a sea moth rather. Whoops. Or not, you know, whatever. But yeah, as the PDA said there, more or less confirmed that we are now in the Sea Treader's path. So again, I don't think there are bone sharks in this area. Ooh, there's a warper though. So we're definitely going to want to watch out for that. But otherwise, this area is relatively safe. Let me get out here. I see another one of those arm fragments. We might as well get it. Oh, that's not the scanner. Duh. Oh, perfect. There's the whole fragment I'm looking for. Alright, and with that, we've actually completed the blueprint for the Cyclops. So, cool. We got that done. Got that done way quicker than I thought we would. Let me pull away here for a moment. I'm going to head more towards here real quick. I just want to get away from the warper while I go to look at the blueprint real quick. Oh, we also have the blueprint for the Neptune launch platform. Okay, we got this a while ago, but we don't need to do anything with that just yet. Okay, so yeah, the Cyclops. Now we have the blueprint for it, and as you can see, that's going to take a lot of materials. I'm actually going to have to probably gather those in between episodes. I do have everything I need to make a Prawn Suit right now, but I can tell you just from gathering all that stuff, well, no, we're definitely going to need more lithium. We're going to need more lithium, probably going to need more titanium. That might be about it, though, so I'm still going to probably just get that in between episodes, though. Don't fear, though, this episode is not finished. We're definitely going to check out this biome a little bit more first. Excuse me, first. I at least want to find the actual sea treaders that are here. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I think I know what this is, actually. Hang on, let me check this out a little bit further. If this is what I think it is... Ooh, there's a gel sack there. I want to take that. So we're definitely going to need more of those. Gel sacks, by the way, I mentioned vaguely in the last episode as being important. And I couldn't remember what for off the top of my head, but now that I've actually... oh, there's a ruby there. Speaking of the devil, yeah, so gel sacks you actually use in tandem with rubies in order to make aerogel, which is needed to make the Prawn Suit, as well as, I believe, some upgrades for it. So let me go ahead... Oh, I thought this cave system led to something else. Hang on. Maybe it still does. I think it's safe to have the lights on down here. Or was that just one big circle? Okay, looks like that was just one big circle there. Huh, well... I thought we were going to see something cool down here, but I can't really seem to find it, so I guess not. No, God, let's see if I can find my way out of here now. Looks like you can get deep shrooms in here, which I actually didn't know, so... If you don't want to go to the blood kelp zone... Okay, yeah, this is the way out. Yeah, if you don't want to go to the blood kelp zone, you can just come down to this cave here in the Sea Treader's path to also get deep shrooms. Maybe there was something in there, I just didn't look hard enough, because I don't think I explored that whole cave, but that won't be of any use to us until later in the game anyway, so not really going to worry about that. Okay, that's the Grand Reef over there. Is this what I think it... Ooh. Okay, no, it's still a bit of an area we can go to down here. Yeah, I thought this was the drop-off. Like, those of you who've played the game before know what I mean by the drop-off, and Okay, here's the sea treaders right over here. And we will actually be checking out the drop-off in this video, but I don't want to do it quite just yet. But yep, here's the sea treaders here. We saw these guys in the Grand Reef, but this is a bit of an easier place to find them. And this is actually a pretty good place to grind for shale, too. I mentioned when we first saw them, these guys will kick up shale, yeah, little shale outcrops whenever they walk. So this is a really good place to grind for these. I know I mentioned earlier that Jelly Shroom Caves is a good place to grind for them, but that's really only if you're also going for magnetite. I would definitely just recommend coming here. It's a lot easier, a lot safer, and I'm going to pick up a few as long as I'm here, because yeah, we need the lithium. We need lots of it too. Because we need, what, 3 of the plate steel ingots, so that's gonna be 6 lithium right there, and I can't imagine that's the last of the lithium we're gonna use, so I figure might as well pick it up while we're here. Lots of diamond too. I don't know that we'll have much use for diamond at this point in the game. I think there's at least 1 or 2 more upgrades we can make with it though. In fact, I'm probably just going to do this until I fill up my inventory, now that I think about it. But yeah, like I said, there's no, like, leviathans out here, and it doesn't look like... I haven't seen any bone sharks, so none of those here, too. There are a couple warpers, but, you know, as long as you stay far enough away from them, yeah, you're going to want to watch, too, because you can see that one's, like, sinking below the ground there, so definitely watch the shale outcrops there. But yeah, as long as you just stay out of the warper's way, if you see one, just kind of turn around, and they won't really follow you unless they really have their sights set on you. Let me actually check my inventory real quick. How's it looking? Oh wow, that's actually full, and that's more than enough lithium. Okay, I'm definitely satisfied with that. So let's go ahead and get back to the sea moth. Next biome, we're going to want to go north of here to check it out. That's where we can find... the desert biome is actually connected to this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And like I said in the first video we encountered them, the sea treaders themselves are very harmless. You know what though? As long as I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to deal with multiple kinds of leviathans at once, and we're actually right here anyway. You see, if you come out here, this is pretty much like the drop-off. Like, this is where the edge of the map is going to be. Hang on, I definitely want my sea moth to be at full health before we go out here. Now, I would not advise ever going out to the edge of the map, which is known as the dead zone. There's no reason to do it. There's literally nothing out there, except for... Well, we'll see here in a moment. But yeah, you can tell this is the edge of the map because it just goes straight down. And there is no bottom to it either. I'll tell you that right now. There's no bottom to it whatsoever. Now, I'm gonna... Let's see. I don't want to go too deep either, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But let's just go ahead and see what happens when we go out here.
Warning, entering ecological dead zone. Adding report to databank.
Oh, you hear that? Yep. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Oh, jeez. I think that thing barely missed us. So, yeah, this is why you don't want to come out to the... Oh, jeez, it's still chasing us, too. This is why you don't want to come out to the dead zone. That right there. There's literally nothing out there. Can we actually see it swim off? Oh, no, we can't. It's just going back out there. There's literally nothing there but adult ghost leviathans. Those are the only things out there. And unlike other zones where leviathans have spawn radiuses, in the dead zone, ghost leviathans do not. They just spawn wherever you are. So they'll always be right there to chase you immediately. And as the data said, it's an ecological dead zone. So there's literally nothing else out there for us. So I would highly advise not going out there. It's also especially dangerous to do so because you risk luring the ghost leviathans back into biomes where they normally wouldn't be. I've actually done that before where, well, yeah, as I just said, the ghost leviathans end up in a biome that they normally wouldn't spawn in because I lured it, because it chased me into there from the dead zone. So, yeah, like I said, I highly recommend against doing that. So if we continue heading north here, though, speaking of Leviathan-filled territories, I believe we're now entering the dunes. I know I keep calling it the desert, but it's actually called the dunes. You definitely want to make liberal use of your sonar when you're out here, because there are Reaper Leviathans everywhere out here. I think this is the... yeah, this is the dunes, alright. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot out here. Oh, that's actually another blood kelp zone down here. Okay, so we're right there. This is actually, believe it or not, the safer of the two blood kelp zones. This is the southern one right here. I won't go down there because we've already seen stuff in the blood kelp zones, but this blood kelp zone, unlike the northern one, doesn't have any ghost leviathans in it. Excuse me. There's still going to be crab squids and warpers, though, so you will still want to watch out for those. But all in all, it's a lot safer than the other ones. So we're going to continue heading like north-northwest here. Not too far west, though, lest we go back out into the dead zone. Oh, is this a grassy plateau? Or is this the dunes? This should be the dunes. But I didn't think that reefbacks would spawn out here. Let me see. Oh, geez, there's a warper. I'm just gonna... yeah, okay. I think we managed to avoid it. Oh, yeah, this is the dunes. You can tell there's a Reaper Leviathan right there. I believe there's actually a wreck nearby here, although I'm going to get out of here, because there is a warper. Definitely want to keep in mind where that Reaper is, too. Huh, so there are reefbacks out here. Interesting. I didn't think reefbacks ever spawned in the same biomes as Reapers. Oh, God, we got way too close to that thing. I didn't think that reefbacks ever spawned in the same zones as ghosts or reapers, but looks like they do. I think that's enough. I think that's enough of that biome, honestly. Whew, oh my goodness. I was literally wiping sweat off my brow as I said whew there, because, ooh, a little graphical glitch there. Yeah, the desert is a very, very dangerous place to be, and there's really no reason for us to be there. So, I know I didn't show that much of it, but there really isn't much to see in the desert biome. Like, what we saw is pretty much all there is to it. It's sand. There are some wrecks. Nothing you can't get in other biomes, though. Hey, speaking of wrecks, there's one right here. Nothing you can't get in other biomes, though. And there's lots of Reapers. I mean, I think there's about a dozen of them in total in the whole biome. So at this point, let's see. I actually got all the lithium I wanted to on screen. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just cut, like do some off-screen gathering. I think I might just do that. Because I was going to do it between videos, but honestly, we should just be able to make the Cyclops pretty soon here. Let me go back to the base, see what all we have in the way of materials, see what I need to get. Because the lithium was the main thing I was worried about getting, and why I wanted to go off screen. What is that thing? Is that a crab snake? Hang on, let me see something real quick. I think that's a crab... that's a crab snake! And it's like stuck on the... I've never seen one outside of the Jelly Shroom Caves. Looks like this one's like stuck on the surface. Let me check this out real quick. Wow, sure enough, and of course it's like right above my base too. Or like right near it. Huh. So this is something I have seen happen to creatures before, where they kind of get stuck on the surface. In particular, I've seen it... Oh, geez, okay, that's the same one. Okay, yeah, it is. Ooh, that freaked me out for a second. Yeah, so I've seen that happen with creatures before, where they get their heads stuck on the surface of the water. I've actually seen it happen with a ghost leviathan before. I've never seen it with a crab snake, though, and I actually have no idea like how this guy even got out of the jelly shroom caves. But as long as his head is up there, I mean, he's not really going to bother us, so... Oh, no, he will. You know what? I am going to go ahead and take care of this guy. Where's my... Here it is. Perimeter defense system. I just don't want him bugging me, honestly. And, yep, looks like that killed him. And let's watch him slowly sink below the surface. Or not. I guess I'll just stop there. Oh, yeah, he's definitely dead, though. Is he? Let's do it one more time for good measure. I think he's dead, though. Oh, yeah, he's definitely dead. Yeah, like I said, normally I would just leave him alone, but he's really close to my base, and I don't want him bugging me in the future, so let's just go ahead and take care of him there. Huh, well, at least we got to see one of those... It's like I said in, like, a way earlier video, I think episode 4, like, this game, as great as it is, can be a bit buggy at times, and that's a pretty good example of that. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to go check out what all materials we have and what all we need in order to make the Cyclops. I named this locker craft materials, and I actually already set aside, this is everything you need to make a prawn suit right here. The 2 aerogels, ooh, we're going to need more of those, which I think we'll need more gel sacks for. You'll need the enameled glass, plate steel ingots, diamonds, and lead. So let me go ahead, let me review this again. Oh no, we don't need aerogel to make the Cyclops, okay. I know we have the stalker teeth for enameled glass. Lubricant we can get easily enough. Advanced wiring kit. I forget we used to make one of those. Okay, it's gonna be down here. So 2 silver, 2 gold, and a computer chip. Okay, so 2 silver, 3 gold, 2 copper from that, and 2 table coral. We should be able to do that pretty easily. I think we're good, actually. I think we should have everything, except we might need more titanium. Well, okay, let me go ahead and drop all this other stuff off first. Like, I'll put diamonds in here. Wait, no, I don't need any of the diamonds. Take the silver out. What did I say? 3 gold is what we need altogether. Don't need that. Okay, so that's all the lithium. We're gonna need like 30 titanium though, aren't we? Let me start with that. The titanium, I mean. Oops. Yeah, I think we're actually going to have to go get titanium, of all things. Looks like we are. Let's start by making as much as we can here. And then see what we've... I'll make the first one just to go ahead and free up the space. We need 3 altogether. Again, we have the lithium. Sorry, I'm just kind of talking myself through what all we need here. So there's 5. So we need 5, 10, 15 more. That shouldn't be too hard. In fact, I'm going to go over to the scanner room here. And I'm going to set this to look for a metal salvage. So I'm going to run out, grab that titanium, and then I'll be right back as soon as I've got all that. Okay, we're back. So I went ahead and gathered that titanium. Turns out I also needed 6 quartz as well. So I went ahead and got that so we could make the enameled glass. Excuse me. And now that we've done that, we have all the materials needed to make both the Cyclops and the Prawn Suit. So let's go ahead and do that. Just like the Seamoth, you're going to want to come up here to the mobile vehicle bay. There it is. Ooh, we got an eclipse going on too. I think I showed one of these in an earlier video, but it's still pretty awesome to look at. They do happen all the time on this planet just because of how big the moons are, but they're pretty cool nevertheless. Oh, dang. Looks like we actually just missed it. Shoot. Oh, well. In any case, let's go ahead and use the mobile vehicle bay. And let's make the Cyclops. Oh. Oh, that's right. I don't think we'll have to go too far for that. We can make the Prawn Suit here, though, so let's do that.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-defense.
Yeah, and it's not hard to see why either.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, so this is the Prawn Suit. You can punch and grab with the little things there. You do also get a little bit of a jump there, so you don't have to just purely walk around with it. But we are definitely going to make some upgrades to this thing. Ooh, excuse me, before we necessarily just go ahead and take it out. So what I'm actually going to do here, because you can in fact do this, I'm going to take my Seamoth out of my moon pool and actually dock my Prawn Suit here so that I can go ahead and get its upgrades more easily and change its color. I won't do that right now. We'll probably go ahead and start off the next episode by doing that. I'll go ahead and just put the Seamoth there. Hop in the Prawn Suit here. And jump up here. And yeah, as you can see, you can dock the Prawn Suit here as well. So that's pretty cool. What I am going to do is I'll go ahead and pick up my mobile vehicle bay. I don't think we'll have to swim too far out. Like over here should hopefully be fine. As you might be able to tell from the fact that the PDA told us we had to go to deeper waters, the Cyclops is huge. I'm honestly not really that big of a fan of the Cyclops for that exact reason. It's big and clunky, and it's kind of hard to get around. And the oops, hang on. Yeah, in order to pack it up, we actually have to go like down underneath it, and if we can just nudge closer to it to get that icon again. Yeah, it can be kind of tricky to finagle your way into being able to do this. There we go. Okay, let me think. I mean, this should be deep enough out here. Like, I don't want my Cyclops to be too far from my base. I mean, not that things will really, like, mess with it, but I just don't want to lose track of it, mostly. You can see the Prawn Suit also appears on your HUD, and I believe the Cyclops will, too. So, let me go ahead and assign that to 1. Let out the mobile vehicle bay here. Sorry, let it out there. And then, is this deep enough?
Cannot build here.
Oh, of course. I thought that might happen. I mean, this honestly should be deep enough, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So let's go ahead and pack it. Oh, I just saw the icon. There it was. There we go. Pack it up once again. Okay, let's try one more time. This time heading out here more towards the grassy plateau. Okay, now this should be enough space right here, right? I would think, but... Alright. There we go.
The Cyclops is designed to be operated.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
And wait for it. Boom. There it is. There is our Cyclops. Yeah, this thing is massive. And honestly, it's no joke when they say it takes 3 people to helm one of these things. It really feels like it does.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
It's got that cool synthesized voice too. You can see it also comes with a bunch of storage lockers already, and you can actually construct more in here. Go ahead and climb up the ladder here. Yeah, so in order to actually pilot this thing, you first have to turn on the engine manually. There's a silence mode, and there's multiple camera angles you can look at it from too. You see this one's kind of underneath the front here. You use the mouse wheel to cycle between cameras. This one's the top here. I usually use this one to steer. I would not at all advise trying to steer this thing just by looking out the front window. Definitely make use of all the multiple cameras. This one's the rear here, the rear here. And then this one is the front again. So yeah, 3 different cameras. And definitely make use of all the different cameras when steering this thing. Now, I'm going to bring it, like, slightly closer to the base, but not even that much closer. In fact, I don't even really want to take it any further in than here. Because if you try to take this into the shallows, it is very easy to get your Cyclops stuck. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and exit there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the engine. You can run on silence mode if you want to. You see, this is your noise meter right here, and this is the Cyclops health right there. I don't know that it... Okay, here's the power right here at 100% currently. But I'll go ahead and show you here. You can actually dock either your Prawn Suit or Seamoth right here. Here's the decoy launcher. And then this is where all 6, and you heard right, all 6 of the Cyclops' power cells are stored. So needless to say, you do not want to run out of battery this thing, as it is a pain in the ass to replace those. In fact, between videos, I'm probably just going to make a bunch of extra power cells, just to have those extra. There's a fire extinguisher on here, and you'll want to keep this on here too, because if your Prawn Suit, if your Cyclops takes too much damage, then it will actually start to catch fire, and can be destroyed. Definitely want to watch for that. There's a little mobile vehicle bay here for your Prawn Suit or the Seamoth, that one. And then here is where you would put the upgrades. This also kind of shows you health and energy right here as well. So we're definitely going to want to make some modules for both our Prawn Suit and Cyclops before we really try to test them out. We will, however, be using these soon enough. In fact, I think... Let's see. Shoot. I'm looking at time now, and we're really high on time. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I gotta go turn the Cyclops' lights off, because that's just gonna drain the battery, which we definitely don't want. I believe you do that. Yeah. Oh, that's internal lights you can turn on or off. I'm definitely gonna turn the floodlights off. And I'll go and turn the internal lights off, too. As you can see, it does definitely get noticeably darker, but I don't particularly need the lights on right now, so... Yeah, I know I said I would do the lore dump in this episode too, but we got our next 2 main vehicles built. Now I'm trying to remember where the Seamoth is. Hang on. Let's see, reassign that to 1. Okay, here it is, right over here. So yeah, we got our 2 main vehicles built. We checked out the rest of the biomes that we currently have access to. So I think I am going to save the lore dump for another video. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Subnautica. On the next episode, we'll probably just end up doing the lore dump, as well as working on upgrades for both the Prawn Suit and the Cyclops. So in the meantime, I'll go ahead and start gathering materials in between videos and preparations for that. So once again, thank you so much for watching. This is Hexlex, signing out. Have a good day.